Okay, in this lesson, we want to talk about some basic stuff of Illustrator or user interface elements of Illustrator. And maybe most of you doesn't have any experience in Illustrator, or maybe you have experience in another vector-based or rasterized softwares like Photoshop or CorelDRAW. If you have experience working with Photoshop, then Illustrator is a little bit easier than anyone else that doesn't have any experience to Photoshop or any Adobe package. Why? Because Adobe software interface are widely connected with each other. For example, if you work with Photoshop, you can easily work with Illustrator with a little bit researching and doing a lot of other stuff. And let's take a look with user interface of Adobe Illustrator. I'm using Adobe Illustrator CC 2014 version. And my recommend is to use latest version of Illustrator, or maybe CS6 or CS5 is also good for this course. As you see in here, we have menu bars, for example, files, we have edit, objects, types, selects, and effects. These stuff that do a bunch of things, all the things that you can do inside of Illustrator is located in this menu bar. And these are toolbars that you can use while creating, for example, different vector graphic. You can type a text, for example, or you can use these tools to navigate through your canvas. And also you have different gradient tools, you have different shape tools, and these other things. And in this side, we have a bunch of other things that, for example, we have a color palette, color guide, a color guide that we can use. And also we have color themes that if you have a Adobe ID, you can download and load your color themes on your Adobe ID. It's very useful while creating your vector shapes inside of Illustrator. And you have brushes, symbols, and also in here you have a layer manager. If you create any of these things inside of Illustrator, it's appear in here, and you can manage your layers and different other stuff. You can create groups and other things. Okay, and also for opening and creating new canvas, you can simply go to File and click on the New. Once you choose New, this dialog is appear, and the first thing is that you have to write your canvas name or your document name, and also how many artboards you want. For example, 2 or 3 artboards that you want, 3 documents that you want to work. For example, if you work on a visit card, you have 2 artboards, because one from the front of the design, or the second one is the back of the visit card, like this. And also you can change your size, A4 or A3, and these other printed sizes. And also you can use profiles, web services, and video films. If you want to create things for web and devices, you can use for this. And also if you want to use designs and shapes for a printed image, you have to use this, because when you work with files that are going to print, the color scheme is CMYK, and if you create files for web and screens, your file color profile is RGB, red, green, and blue. Okay, and also in here you can determine your width and height in pixels, centimeters, inches, and pints. And also the bleed, that it's good for printed documents. If you, for example, create a brochure that's going to print it, the bleeds make a lines and make a space between your actual shapes and the border of your document, that when it's going to bleed in the printed image, the actual shape is not cut out. And it's not useful for us because we are not going to print anything. We just want to create something for displaying on a screen and monitors. And here you have your color mode, as I mentioned, CMYK for printed image and RGB for a screen. And raster effect, for example, the density of pixels per inch eye is better for eye quality. And also preview mode, pixel or overprint, the default mode is better because you preview something, you have to see it eye quality in eye quality. Once all your setup is finished, click on OK, and your document is created. And in here you see your colors. You can use different colors for yourself, and also you can change your color. And also you have opacity and these other stuff. Also for zooming and zoom out, zoom in, zoom out, you have to use Control plus and Control minus, and it's very useful while working with files. Okay, that was a brief overview to Adobe Illustrator interface. That's not a complete overview. It's just a help for you guys that working with image tracing options and also pattern options in this course.